Alright, and welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended. Right, yes. So today we're going to be trying to find the upper areas that I was talking about in the previous episode, because we can't really do anything with the amount of stuff we have right now. So what I'm going to need is more thatch and rock, actually. So we'll go get that real quick. I think there's some rock right here, but... I was to say, I could be wrong. But I know what rock looks like. Okay, cool, so he's above 50k now. Oh shit, I always forget the... Yeah, I see, okay. I always forget the gender of my animals here, like... outside of, like, naming them. But again, I don't really name them here, so... Careful there to name them. Okay, I was hoping that would be a rock. Okay, so we need to get up onto that ledge platform bit now. It'd be good to have all this cleared up one day, like, honestly. Yeah, it's actually probably a few brief moments coming up within the next... I'd say 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes where I will actually have access to the tunnel for like all of 6 minutes, basically. Well, probably not around 6, probably closer to like 3 or 4 minutes, but there will be a time where I have access to the tunnel for that, but like, yeah, I'm not... There's nothing really I can do in those few minutes, basically. Like, it's going to be like a case of... To build out, I either need it to be in the daytime, like in the nighttime, but like season, or the regular season. I can't have it in this daytime season. It's just there's nothing there for me. Can't really. This is what I mean by rock at the base, like... There's just so much rock laying around the base. I remember now, our dude always gets parked like this nowadays. This also works. As long as the tail's not in my way, I really don't care. I really should check on if all these guys have sufficient food soon, but... To be awful if they didn't. Then again, they also have high health, so If anything does go super wrong. Okay, you get back out on the tree just as easy. That is like the least wall I've ever built. Like, honestly, I thought when I put that there, I was like, yep, this would be a perfectly fine wall. I'm even tempted to redo that wall just because of how, well, easy that is. Like, oh, I took out a lot of the trees around here. I mean a lot. That sounds awfully loud. I knew it. I definitely think I need to turn up the risk factor at some point. But I think that's probably going to be like post-ramp, if you ask me. Because, to me, I feel like that would make it the most right, the perfect balance between what I currently am doing versus what's considered normal versus... But basically, it'd just be a good amalgamation of that, because it does work with normal stats, it's just, I kind of just don't have the normal stats at the moment, so it's like, well... Oh, amazing. You're the level 100, aren't you? Yeah, Ravager really didn't want to get involved with those stegos, as it turned out. What a dodo! Oh, that's a baby Ravager, that's why. Well, we'll let it go. I don't need it. I need no level 100 baby Ravager. Alright, there's a team and food for that. I will eat your parent now. I even steal its berries because I'm that much of a... I get that so far we've done very little finding of the actual place that I'm talking about, but trust me when I say this is part of the process. So definitely need to build materials for that area. You're a Ravager baby, I got you new parents. You're welcome. There's only level 20. You don't need to join the gang. New parent, you're the parent. Oh, you really shouldn't attack me. Bounce off the wall and bounce into the tree. From bouncing off the wall and bounce off the tree into the base. Like, you could miss the gap on either side by quite a margin and you still make it in. Like, that's the ridiculous part about it. Right, okay, so let's take all this other crap off here. I hope these bones actually have a use, because I dislike how they don't stack and there's just like a bone cupboard now. It also feels weird keeping like, you know, collection of bones, you know? Right. Yeah, I have literally no clue what the bones cupboard's going to be about, but hey, I'm sure I'll find out eventually. Yeah, I'll take that. Do I need anything else from in here? No, not quite at the moment. You're a parasaur, so... Here's holy crap. And where's the pelt? There's the pelt cupboard. Perfect. Right. I should probably take Basilisk Scale out there and put in, yeah, I want to stay in here. Like... I mean, I get that it's a creature part, but it's just not on the same level as fiber and hide, or the hide, pelt, and all that sort of stuff. It just doesn't have the same gravitas to it. Yeah, I'll go with gravitas. Gravitas is a good word for that. Right, so we want to make my shack. And this needs to be all being able to be carried on me. And that's the important part. Like, I need to be able to like fit that all in my inventory. And fly around with it. So I think I'm making it a 2x3. And that's it. 2x3, 2 beds. And we'll also craft a second ramp just in case we need it. And we'll craft a third actually. Actually, 4 is what I feel like confident in. So, not the point. Right. I also wanted the beds, didn't I? And that's fibre. That's wood, thatch, fibre and hide. I only need 2, I only need 2. This is not a place where I want to spawn at often. Or actually at all, really, but... I also need that wood storage box. Slash bookshelf. Where's that again? Come on, I know it's somewhere over here. Probably just blind as. There it is. Yeah, just 25 fibre is what I need. I'll craft 2 of these actually. Right, okay. Let's see, so what do I need now? Yes. So I just got the 2 doors. I don't want to make it an ultra tall one, I don't think, because that's just awkward as hell to carry around. So if I got 2 doors, and they're going to be stacked on top of each other, and it's a 3x2, then it's going to be the ceiling afterwards. So let's just make the ceiling hatch frame real quick. Yeah, ceiling and hatch frame. So and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 6 on the front, 4 on the side, times that by 2, 20. Right, so I got all the walls that I need now. Oh, I got all the things I need now. I just got to check that it fits all of my inventory with a nice weight limit. It doesn't. Great, cool, awesome. How much am I over by? Really not a lot. Hmm. Alright, it's quite the thing. But actually, all is not lost. So what if I just go like that, right? What if I'm like... See, here's what I'm thinking. Hear me out, right? So those both weigh 2, so I only need 1 of them. That weighs 10. Cool, awesome. Now weighs 0.1 each, but really I can just split the stack on that, and I don't really need to carry that much food on me. But... How much would I be weighing now if I carried it all? still way too much. Get it way too much. Right, so here's a puzzle, right? So I need the floors, and I need the ceilings. I need the doors, I need the beds, I need the... Like... That's the thing, right? Where it's like... If I didn't take the walls... Then happy days, I'm light enough. What's the point in taking the ceilings if I'm not going to take the walls? Right? Then if I was like, okay, fine, what if I take half the walls? It's like, so yeah, I can set up halfway around the perimeter of it, but like... Then if I take like half the walls and the ceiling, it's like, okay, good job now. I have most of the things, but... And it doesn't even take into account that I actually need my climbing hooks on me. Where did I put my climbing hooks? I swear I saw them earlier. Yeah, I probably actually need even more climbing hooks than that. Like, you make them in here, right? Am I, like, dumb? No, yeah, you make them in here. Okay, cool. Like, being real, I probably need 4 just in case. Actually, it's probably better to have 5. It's literally the case. The place where I'm going is like, yeah, you don't want. And also, you want that max durability. Literally, all of these need to be max durability out of 65. So yep, they're 65. So I have like 325 charges of like durability there. Let's see what my weight is. Weight's still reasonable. I can still jump, still move around fine. You want basically to be able to do that. Right. So I suppose there is very little point in dwelling on it. The only thing we can do really now is, if we wanted to, we can wait for an earthquake. Just because then I can get the climb started when there's no earthquake, but... I don't think that really matters too much. I mean, I suppose since I'm going... without everything on me anyway, I can probably take the water jar. Like, probably. Yeah, that's not what you want to be doing. Ah, yes, right, so the main objective, climb this gigalithic thing here. And to do that, I'm pretty sure the way up is over there. Yeah, as you can see, this place is quite the crazy place in this sense. I don't know if you've ever been up here in Aberration before, but yeah, this is definitely a place you can climb. Yeah, because basically up there, that is where I'm going. Like you can see up there, all that crystal stuff. You can't actually mine any of that stuff. But up there, that is where I want to go. I forgot to check my base coordinates beforehand. I was really supposed to check them. Well, it's worth doing right. That's all I can say. So, how do I decrease in how do I decrease in height a lot faster here? I need flight controls. Really? I should repair everything when I'm here. So that means you and you. Right, base coordinates this time. So we got 18.2, 28.2. Oh, we'll call it that, like, you know, 18.2, 28.2, so 1828 basically. Yeah, I have like most of the 18 and 28 longitude, latitude. Yeah, like, yeah, that's it. That's the 0.9s. Go that way. It's all like, you know, the regular 18 there. So yeah, the whole 1828 area is mine, basically, like in this corner, like that square from here to there, so... That I now know. Yeah, I did have to throw away a bunch of progress there, but it was kind of important because I made a mistake. And by making a mistake, I mean I just didn't check where my base actually was. Right, we'll wait for this earthquake to happen first, then we'll climb up afterwards. We won't bother picking up any of that stuff, because it's kind of like sensitive on weight. I should be on the other side of this thing. There we go. This is a better area to climb. Actually, this is the best area to climb. I'm seeing as earthquakes are fairly regular occurrences, just gives me the maximum climb time. I know, weird crazy structure is crazy. You always want to swing your blue more inwards than... But yeah, so that's where I want to go. Oh yeah. Now this is the way up. You want to be very careful at this bit. In fact, I'm not even going to risk it. You can tell it's definitely stable and walkable. Okay, alright. What do you mean there's a dodo up here? Oh no. I should probably change out climbing hooks soon. See, the ones I have are kind of worse for wear. What the f... Right, let's do that real quick, because... And no one got time to have dodgy climbing hooks when they were this high up. Right, so... Make sure those ones are the ones equipped and not the ones just inside my inventory casually. Hey look, there's that dodo! What level are you? Level 8! You know, it's offensive that you actually exist, so... I'm gonna have to kill you like a complete noob here. Oh, you know, a mated pair as well. All I want to do is throw the body over the side, but that doesn't seem very possible. Like how the other dodos have gone quiet all of a sudden, like, we don't exist up here, please leave us alone. And it's like, you're taking up my spawn spots for your level 8 having ass. What do you mean, leave you alone? Right. I'm actually partially tempted to go back down there and slaughter them. Right, the nerve. The nerve of them to be this low level, or this quick spawning. And you too, baby dodo. What do you mean there's more? You know what? These dodos, they can have this place. Oh, I want to be on left side, not right side. Again, I want to plot. Ah, here we go. That's a much better look at what we're looking at. This is where I want to go. You just never know what's on the top of these things. You don't know, like, you don't know if that's going to be a sheer cut-off where it's just going to drop down. So you don't want to run like too eagerly towards these things. Imagine building a base up here, though. Like, can you actually even do that? You literally can. So yeah, you got some great stuff up here in that sense, where, like, you know, you can hide up here quite well. Anyway. Let's see if we can actually climb this tower to the top, or if it has like a height limit. So I'm almost certain it has a height limit, but I won't be able to tell you that for certain. And that is why you always want to change your climbing picks whenever you realise. Yeah, I almost made it to top that tower. Almost. Right. Bit of a steeper drop than I thought. Strange, in Ark Survival Evolved, there was like all kinds of tames spawning up here. getting towards where I want my... Well, basically where my base is. I need to head more that way, though. Which I should be able to do once I get around this rock. $18.9 or 28.9, 28.9. Okay. So my base was basically from... Right, so it was 28.2 and 18.2 in the corner. And it moved all the way out to basically 19 in the other corner near the plant Z. So, this is above the plant Z area. So it's this way that increases and decreases a number correctly, right? Yeah. Is anything behind this crystal for me then? I mean, as you can see, I kind of stand in the crystal, so... Okay, so this is basically the place, but I doubt I'm going to get a 2x3 up here, but we'll have to really see. So I'd like to get a 2x3 up here, like I really would, but... You know, it's actually a good thing I brought all these extra ramps in, isn't it? Because we're going to need them. We're probably going to need more foundations and whatnot as well, so, yeah. But yeah, I'd say this is an appropriate place to put that. Right, so how do I want my actual stairs, doorway, ramp thing to go now? Because, yeah. I probably want stairs. Probably. Probably gonna want pillars as well. I don't really... Probably going to need more stone foundations or something. I don't even know, man. But... Alright, we'll call that the door. Why? Because literally at this point I do not have any better ideas. But as you can probably tell by just looking at this place, you're not really supposed to be up here. it's just kind of one of those areas where it's like, we put it in for decoration. We didn't think players would really fly up here. Or, like, you know, get a rock drake up here. I've never actually tamed a rock drake, but, you know, I heard they climb on walls and stuff, so... You know, that makes sense to me. Yeah, not a point, not a point. We got the ceiling on. No, actually. Because of all the snapping and all that nowadays, we can get that right in the corner. We could maybe even get another storage box over there sometime, but we'll see. Right. Yeah, so it just so happened that place where I actually didn't put the wall, I kind of needed for a snap, but whatever. Right. So, we have put a foundation here somewhere and make stairs. How the fuck am I going to do this? Right. How much durability do I have on my thingamabobbo? Oh, tons. Okay, cool. Right. So... I don't have any more construction materials to place down. Well, I do, but... Oh! Brilliant idea before I actually fly down. Boom. Now I don't have to carry that crap with me. Back up. Save myself some weight. Right, so... Yeah, some stone foundation down here. Somehow make some stairs down to that. Yeah. Yeah, now, like on Survival Evolved, you do get creatures that spawn up here, which is both amazing and wild. Because, but yeah, by the looks of it here, nothing spawns over here, so... Oh, you hold shift, and that's how you, go like that. Come on, a little bit of lift, please. Alright, so shift is in flight control for that. Our first order of business. All these in the smithy. Get repaired. Right, now, briefly pause. Right, yeah, I'm back. Very, very brief pause there for the video, but you know, I was like, went to the bathroom, got a bunch of other stuff done. But yeah, now I'm back at the computer. Yes. Right, where was I? Right, so. Right. So I have 40 walls that need to go up there, but I also have, like, absolutely tons of other stuff that need to go up there. We're gonna need thatch, we're gonna need thatch. That's just gonna be a fact. So... this way we go. If I have enough room, maybe I'll harvest those dodos this time. Well, actually, they're decomposed by themselves. No, I still think about dodos into superstructures. You know, part of me really just wants to get that, like... this deco bothers me more than it probably should. There's no way to... okay. You will die eventually. You will die eventually, I'll make it happen. What nice words. Absolutely unhinged. Oh, there's a bear nearby. Well, I probably got too close to that. I didn't? Okay, cool. Speaking of stuck segos... and stuck light bugs. Stuck Meganera. Okay, that one probably weren't stuck, but I killed it anyway. Point being, if you're stuck, you're gonna get chucked. Unless you're on my team, and I'm gonna use cheats to retrieve you, but... I don't make the rules, I only change them accordingly. I don't make the rules, I only swap them out accordingly to my situation. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, all the rules technically already exist at all times. I just choose which ones benefit me most in whatever situation. It's fine. You don't have to make the rules, they already exist. You just have to know which ones that you're applying at each time. See, this tree is just because it's personal now. See, these ravagers weren't there earlier. 20 female? Okay, okay. Male 75, okay, so... Yeah, I'm looking for the male 150, that's what I want. Yeah, there's nothing really out here. I mean, I have plenty of thatch already now. Right, so they're over there. I'm not one for killing wildlife unless I really have to, so I'll leave them up. Now let's just go with the tree. What is that? What? I didn't even need to jump. Okay, you jump on the outside. But on the inside, you can literally walk on this foundation, walk over to here, and walk through the tree. You can just walk into the tree from here. You kind of need to fix that. That's like a horrible mesh spot, like... I'm sorry, but like imagine being in PvP, right? And someone's like, ha, right? Like, in this tree, hidden like this, right? They're meshing in the tree, as it were. Right? They have like their rifle or whatever, right? Or, like, you know, some kind of powerful weapon or whatever, right? They're meshing in this tree here, like, you know, kind of like... you have no idea what's going on. You're like, okay, like, maybe put something over here as bait, alright? And you're like, oh, cool, I'll come over here. And you just, like, go... You bother them, and just start shooting them from inside the tree, and now, like, wait, what the fuck just happened? Then you just, like, fucking come out and just, like, jack their shit, like... They need to fix it, like... In the sense of PvP, like... I never played PvP on this game, but... I know if someone did that, you know, that is A, BS, and B, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if someone got banned for doing something like that, like... Because, you know... Hiding inside terrain... Especially if that tree there is solid, like... If, like, you shoot it and it just... You know, doesn't go through. And you basically have, like, this wooden shield in front of you that you're just blasting through. Like, how's that fair? It's not. Put it this way, right? So I've never played the multiplayer in this game, right? Never played. Well, actually, I don't tell a lie. I have played the online multiplayer once on like the Xbox One version, I think. Yeah, Xbox One version, I think. Yeah. It was me and my brother and my dad, and we all like new to the game, never played the game before, right? And we quit the online server very quickly in that sense because like. Yeah, because I was on like the Windows Store version up here, and they were both downstairs on Xbox One, right? But like, yeah, the PvP server, like, you just got stomped on the beach repeatedly, and then like, you know, one person even built it so like there was a spawn point. Then they built a cage. They built like their base and a cage exactly on the spawn point, so you'd just spawn in the cage as like a fresh player. So, yeah, that's where my body ended up on that. Like, we kind of just quit that out. And on the PvE, like, it was just way too laggy on the Xbox One. If it was already lagging on my PC quite a bit because of all the big bases and structures and all that sort of stuff. So it's like, yeah, there's. So we kind of just did our own thing. That's why, you know, most people play Ark solo, or like most people I know play Ark solo because, yeah. But point being, it's like, in Ark Survival Evolved, I played Scorched Earth, The Island, and Aberration, as well as Fjorda, Crystal Isles, and I think I did briefly go on Ragnarok, but no point, right? Never found a mesh spot in any of my hours playing that, like 500 plus hours, right? In this one, I've only got like 30 hours, and I've already found a mesh spot in a tree. And it's like, yeah, and this map's quite old at this point, like, it's been out a while. It's not like it's like, oh, well, yeah, we just released this map, we didn't know, we'll fix it. It's like, it's been a while. Nothing's going on. So... yeah, if I want to, I'll bring it all back down later, innit? Well, not if I want to, but if I need to, that's what I should say. If I need to, I'll bring it all back down later. How much is this way? Probably could build a couple more ramps. Maybe 3 more ramps. We'll do 3 more ramps. I mean, it's going to be stairs, really, not ramps, but, you know, same category and all. Right, so 48, okay, I see it's the pillars that are now the main thing. Okay. Right, so what I wanted now is, yeah, I repaired all that stuff already, so I repaired my armor, that's out 100% durability. Now I need all those back. I guess it's time to pull ass back up to the top. And in just over an hour, I'll have access to that tunnel building area again. Which is what I want. Is this the... yeah, I think this is the place. Yeah, this is the place. Uh-huh. Heading back to the top. Man, this tower is, There's always a lot going on. I can't remember the correct route, like, to actually get anywhere, and it is, it's not easy to remember. Oh yeah, that's the way. You climb up this thing. And you make a run and jump for that thing. Go up here. And you try to scale this thing when it's an earthquake. We're going to do is we're going to stay as close to the center of this metal beam as possible and ignore everything else at the moment. Sounds good? Yep, sounds good to me. You know, I'd hate to be on something this smooth, this high up, when there's like an earthquake. Oh, that's actually a pretty good place to be when an earthquake is going on, like in game mechanic wise, because it's literally the only place that stuff on the floor can spawn. Like, so you have access to all of it, but you know, I'd absolutely hate to be on something like this smooth, this high up, that's already broken and tilted, and there's an earthquake going on. And it's just slanted down in that direction. You'd just be like, you'd be hanging on, but you'd be like, cause you wouldn't want to try hanging on to this edge, right? Because if the earth shifts, you just get jolted down, you just get yeeted off that way. You don't want to be in the middle, because like, if it's like you'd want to hide in that little corner, like it seems like you want to hide in that corner there and hope that that's just not a big drop there, like behind that. But yeah, nah, it's horrifying. Anyways. You saw the dodos were. That is always a risky one, jumping and trying to use your grappling hooks mid-air. Oh, I hear you. Oh, I wouldn't think you're safe now. Aha! There you are, you fucker. They probably died to full damage. Uh-huh. That's quite a bit of health loss, but 80? You'd fit right in. Alright, I hope they actually make it down to the floor. And they have to fight for like their lives like normal dodos. Instead of just living up here and pretending everything's fine. What the fuck was I doing again? I was the killing dodos. Yeah, so I got to this Yeah, so I killed all the dodos up there now. That's great. Mission accomplished there. Where's my base? I should be able to see it if I use my spyglass, right? There it is. Yeah. Actually, that's the thing. So if I go and look at that, right? So in theory, if I look straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down, keep looking straight down. Okay, the tree's getting in the way, but yeah, no, that's my base. So yeah, that is directly above my base, which is kind of what I wanted. So, you know, I probably won't name them the prank names. I'll probably just name it like, else. The thing about the prank names is that those are really good if you have, like, other people that you're playing with, right? Because then you could, like, prank them out hardcore with that, right? Anyway. And what I mean is, like, by the prank names, right? Like, you have a bunch of beds in your base, right? And you name, like, bed, like, base 1, base 2, base 3, base 4, base 5, right? All the way up to 10, right? Then you remove 2 beds at random, right? Then you come up here and put those 2 beds with those 2 names in that place instead, right? So now, when teleported back to base, there's like a 20% chance that instead of going back to base, like, you know, if you're fast traveling, right, instead of going back to base, you end up in that place. You have to, like, then go, you have to, like, then go to the bed again, and then, like, sleep and pick another one, you know? Not like a terribly inconvenient prank, just a sort of mildly inconvenient prank, right? And it's just like, dude, well, you know, they won't recognize it straight away. Like, oh, okay, alright, they'll be at the base, like, that looks like a weird building, whatever, stone structure like the rest of the base, run outside, open the door to the stone structure outside, look, see all this crap, like, where the fuck am I? I've never been here before. I've never even seen this before. So, you know, there's a good chance that, by an aberration, you haven't been up here. Like, you know, you've seen how low poly the textures are and how nothing spawns up here. You're kind of like, well, there's no reason to be up here. There's no unique resources either. Like, you know, it's not like I could go up to that crystal and hit it and start getting big crystal nodules. That ain't gonna happen. That's just kind of... So yeah, it's just kind of funny that way. Anyway, not the point. Point is, I want to build this place, actually. That's what the main thing is right now. So I wanted to actually put the beds over here, lined up with this wall. Right, so we'll name... I want to name the beds as well. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm not doing the prank names this time because there's no one else to play it with. If I do somehow get someone else co-opted with this, I'll change it to prank names. And I'm doing that, depending on who it is. If it's a personal friend, like, whatever, fine. If someone I'm collabing with or whatever, like if someone I'm making content or whatever, then I'm changing, making the prank names off camera so they won't know which ones it is. But if, like, you know, if it's like a friend of mine that don't watch my videos anyway, there we go. Upper Shangri-La 1. You gotta give it an interesting name. And yeah, I know, like, Shangri-La, mythical city in the Himalayas, that probably, like, what I mean, probably doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, it's folklore, it's mythology, right? But, you know, point being, right, is, you know, mystical city in the mountains, mystical city in the mountains, it fits, it fits. It's described to be a paradise. I mean, this place does look nice. If it was higher poly, it probably would look better, but I really can't complain in the sense of like, well, come on, this is like, you know, and who really expected to be up here? It's an area of like, well, why are you up here? Like, what are you up here for, my guy? I should have built more stone ceilings and stuff like that, but, hey, you know, you learn as time goes on. Yeah, this is a kind of an awkward-ass place, so, I'm not gonna lie when I say I regret building my base up here. But hey, we have a level of commitment here now. And that commitment is gonna be committed. You know, I like that. Like, so you go down here, you hit on this rock. You can't really fall underneath there. But as long as it's a pathway, I'm fine. Yeah, I really needed more stone ceilings, I'm realizing. So I could call it a wasted journey and stash your stuff over here. Or I could be... Hey. Said I want to be on top of that. Okay. This game clearly has a fucking problem with me being up there, but... That's gonna let me... That's gonna stop me. Okay. They clearly have problems with people climbing up here. Whoa! Not what I wanted to do. Now, believe it or not, that was fairly automatic. But just show you I'm not bullshitting you from what I was saying earlier about this crystal. As you can see, absolutely nothing about... You know, you get absolutely nothing for... It quite literally does have a problem with my foundations being up here. It struggles to understand that I'm supposed to land on them. I will say I did not have this much trouble building up here on Ark Survival Evolved. What we'll do is we'll take the stone ceiling off for now, if I want to carry the train of thought that I had minutes ago before I had to climb up here. Reason being is I can probably put this back anytime I want. But what this will do is give me a better idea of how many stone ceilings I actually need. Right? Because... So I place one of these overhanging here. And what I kind of want here is like these stairs down. And it's a beautiful place for a stone foundation. Perhaps even more stairs down. It's just a bit too... Like, it's just a bit too high there for a foundation. But I can stone pillar that, and that's, now going to be fine. I'm assuming that's fine and now count as anchored into the ground. Yes, the foundation ain't going to work there. Yeah, another job with the ceiling. Well, why the... not? I don't even think that reaches the ground, but... Not gonna lie, the steps of Shangri-La are a pain to build. Right, okay. Oh, piss off. I like how since it places the ceiling, it's extra aggressive because it's supposed to be the ceiling collapsing and all that. Like, you can just see all the particles falling down, like... I wish it meant more stuff, though, but... yeah, it's not like I'm collecting it at the moment anyways. I wonder if this will work. It's actually good practice for building the ramp anyway. Just can't get regular foundation under that. I mean, not under it, but near enough it, probably. I'd say the masonry on that is fine. Can I get a foundation there, or is that going to be like too impossible? It seems like a lot too impossible for me. Might as well just use my final ceiling. And save the foundation for the bottom. Alright, and that's... What it means by it's obstructed, like... What does it mean? Whatever, he is perfectly chill for the Foundation. Yeah, I can see what they kind of mean by the Foundation is obstructed, but... In that case, you know, you could just do that. And that is the steps to Shangri-La. Now what I find really weird about that is that took exactly all the stone like tiles that I had. But yeah, I'm kind of actually unhappy with the result anyway, so that kind of explains why, but... These stairs are some real shit streets. But to be fair, you can just get up to them, so... I don't really need those stone stairs. Probably obstructed by its own other set of stairs, to be fair. If I have to guess. Actually, it's not. Okay. Sure as well I know. There's one set of stone stairs I didn't need. And even then you could argue I could use them if I had more ceilings. Well, I'll put a ceiling there. Maybe another one over from it, then, like, you know, stairs down there, but... Maybe like 3 more ceilings. Actually, no. We'll go... Ceiling... Stairs, stairs? Yeah. Ceiling, pillar, stairs. 2 pillars, well, a pillar, the ceiling, and 3 stairs, maybe. And actually 7 ceilings, really, but... That's just a weird part, like, it just feels unreal having been up there to then just be down here, like, yeah. Should have left a little piece of a finger bobble up there, but whatever's. So we probably didn't need to repair my chest armor, but you never know. What are we lacking for the repairs? No, we're not. It's just those ones didn't need repairing. Right. I'm going to need pillars later anyway, so I don't actually... Again, I'm never really too fussed about overbuilding stuff here, especially in a pain-in-the-ass place to get to like this. Like... So if when I need stuff later on and it's not in a pain-in-the-ass place to get to... That's absolutely amazing. Anyway, so ceiling and a hatch frame, I need 7 of them to start with. And that's just to start with. It's a good thing I did rip the ceiling off the other place, because then, you know, that actually gave me an idea of, like, how much I actually needed to do. So I don't think I would have predicted that I'd need to do this much on it. Anyway, let's see, so pillars. Go 2 pillars, they're heavy, so we don't want to go too hard on the pillars, to be honest. And those ramps, yeah, I think that's... I think that's about it for that. I don't think I need anything else up there, like... So we have all my climbing hooks. We have the 6 ceiling for the actual roof of the building. 1 ceiling I'm going to put next to the bottom foundation. 2 pillars I'm going to try putting below that. And 3 stairs come off either side of it. And in theory, I think that should be sufficient. In practice, question. Chap, I did not realise you were even a thing. Wait, no, I remember you now. Yeah, 'cause you had that kid with you. No, you want to stay near the charge light if you want to heal, bro. Bro, stay. He's really just being a prick for no reason, isn't he? There we go. Right. So, not that much weight on me. Time to go back to the Shangri-La. Now, if I remember my experience correctly, this way is the way I want to travel. Bit harder to grip the wall, mind you. But it's close to where I need to be, which is right here. That almost went horribly wrong, so I'm just going to say I'm happy that it didn't. And there better be no dodos up here this time. Why do I hate the dodos up here so much? Meh. But it's because A, they shouldn't be up here, and B, they're like low levels. So it's just like there was 5 of them taking up spawn real estate, just existing up here, you know? How could I be happy with that? Well, they really want to make that one an obstacle. I should probably change out my dodgy ass climbing hook soon, but of course. Okay, yeah, I'll climb up a little bit more wall, then I'm definitely able to like fly there. Now I'm at the point where it's like, okay, yeah, there's an earthquake, so I literally have to wait this out. Just climb up there, and fly over there. There's a good chance I could just make it over now, but if I don't, then I have to climb all the way back up, which I'd rather just not do. See if I can find my base. There it is. See, yeah, because this area in Ark Survival Evolved, like, it was more like that sort of style. I'm not sure the rock, but, you know, the smooth, sort of like, you know, that sort of stuff going on. Than what I have going on my actual base over here now. Like, you know, that, so this area where my base is looked more like that, you know. They've kind of added in these rocks and all that. Like, don't get me wrong, like a bunch of the crystals still there, but yeah, nah, it's just Very, very weird. I'll have to do a full comparison at some point because they're very interesting to do a full compare on. Next here. I know I make it. Easily. Oh, perfect. Great, cool. So now, if I can. Whatever, we'll just do it off the stairs or some shit. If we need to. Right, so we need stairs, I'm pretty sure. What does it mean, stone stairs are destructive? Like, this is like the perfect place for them. Because this is exactly what I want here. Like going that way. I wonder. The stairs are obstructed, right? Hear me out. Ramp is shallower. Yeah, I don't really have a parasaur up here to... clear this for me, so I have to do it by hand, but... a very dense foliage for a place where parasaurs don't spawn. I mean, say parasaurs don't spawn, but nothing spawns up here, so... yeah, no. Can we pick up this guy? No, we can't. Okay, cool. So... with that. That means these are probably the stairs to Shangri-La complete. Now we'll clear these bushes around the front because it feels correct. Now we are blessed and we can ascend to the temple of Shangri-La. Oh, it's not really a temple, it's just a little box hut. On the hill. I didn't realise we had like hangar doors and hangar doors, barn doors, and cellar doors as part of the ceiling group. You know, to me that was that's kind of an odd one. Whereas I don't need the pillars up here, and I don't need posts up here either. In fact, I don't need anything up here, really. I mean, in fact, this existing up here is an affront to up here, but we'll ignore that. I will do want a nice screenshot of this place. Whoa! Ouch. I do want a nice screenshot of this place before I go, though, because... well... you know, it's, I spent a lot of time building this place today, as it turns out. So I kind of want to take a you know, kind of want to get the thumbnail correct here, and you know, put this be the focus of the place. My senses are telling me that this top of crystal here is where I want to go to take it, but I could be completely wrong. I mean, it both is and isn't, right? Because, like, look, right? You got the stairs. Actually, I think it looks better in this side of the image, right? Oh, yeah, that's great. That is actually... I mean, what would make the building on top of the hill better, I think, is it needs a pointed roof, like a, and it probably needs to overhang a bit as well. So, like, you know, but I am not worried about that because, well, this base area thing, A, it's not really a base, it's not really an area, and it's not really a thing. It's kind of just there, like, you know. The other part of this place is it's supposed to be, well, another thing I want to see is, like, I want to see if I actually got build a tower up to this place, right? Now, Ark Survival Evolved, I know there's a build height limit, right? Where I got my tower to maximum height, right? But then, you know, it looked like I was over halfway there, though. So what I then decided to do was, I decided, like, make a cliff, like a stone, like a cliff platform over here, right? Hang it off the edge, and start building a tower down, try meeting up the tower in the middle and all that sort of stuff. I never actually got that finished in the end, I don't think. Or maybe I did. I really can't remember. No, I think I did get it finished in the end. I can't remember for the life of me, right? But point being is, yeah. Like, that's a thing that I could build. I don't particularly want to, so I'm not gonna. Or maybe I will, but yeah. Point being is that there. That's now my, You can hear this weird chiming constantly. I don't know what that is. Hang on. Is this area where I think it is? It fucking is. Like this is a direct drop into my base. Wait, so you mean to tell me, right, if I was stood here... I guess technically not, because... Wait, do I hear a power saw? I heard a dinosaur as well, right? I just want to know if something spawns up here, because if it does, that's just funny, but... And that's my base from this side, looking humble. Just looking like a box, where, you know, you don't really see all those big stairs coming from behind that big crystal structure until you, like... See over there with that? Okay, yeah, it is still going. But... Yeah, that bush is obstructing my view, that's got to go. Well, okay, looks like I'm going from... This is the way I'm going back, but okay, yeah. Okay, there isn't really a drop-in on my base, it's just... Like, the cliff overhangs it very, very, like, near mirror match, basically. I'm disbelieved that it took me one climbing hooks only, but whatevers. We'll repair them. For the fiber in here. Stone structures in the stone structure chest. We're gonna need them at like the ramp area eventually anyway, so that's actually good. I gotta retrieve my actual stuff. Like those. Actually, there now. I just put them back on my hotbar the other time. So I was going to say I'm going to need those soon, anyways. And hopefully I don't have the same sort of like BS that like I have climbing structures over there, but we really have to see about that. I'm pretty sure you're my seed guy, right? Seed. Yeah, you are. You're the guy with the seed. So those get to stay on you. Alright, we're getting to the end of the episode, so... As I said, would be tradition nowadays. Take 20 sap out the tap. So I'm pretty sure it only stacks up to 20 in there, so... 20 step out and put in our little box. That's it, actually. I would like to take a brief, very brief, I got absolutely nothing in my inventory. I've got to add a mohawk on this, but anyway, no point. Tunnel outpost, tunnel outpost, base warehouse, base warehouse. Let's travel to Upper Shangri-La. What is going on? Whoa! You know, that was worth it. That was worth coming up here to see. This place actually does look beautiful from up here. Yeah, you can even see across like the actual upper mushroom forest area. Like that's actually area you're supposed to traverse and all that. You know, you can see the trees over there and all that. Like, you know, this is just the area that you're not supposed to be. It's funny that there's even higher up area over there that's like, you know, hey, yeah, you can go there, and it's like, you're not supposed to be up here. Yeah, I just seen like another little ledge over there, but like, you know, you have to climb all the way up to the top of that tower to like really get the go ahead to get up there. Which is possible, probably. Absolutely beautiful place this is, though, like, absolutely incredible. The lake goes really, really pixely from here, though. Like, just look at the pixels. Like, you can see the pixels of those shadows, like. And over there, like, the lighting moving is, okay, yeah. My I guess that's just me, my graphics card being, like, yeah, not as, like, well, about as good as the game can recommend. Like, well, yeah, the base minimum, basically, right? So there's probably like effect of that where it's like, yeah, lighting quality is low because my graphics card is like has room for improvement. But yeah, now like I'm happy with having built that base. But yeah, that's it for this part. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I hope you all have a good day.